Okay, the camera pooped out on me in the middle of this. I have one of the brass rounds loaded up, cutter in there. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to touch off the top. I've got to take a 1/4 inch off of this side and then a 1/4 inch off the other side. So, just come down here. I'm just going to get it close and then I'm going to take and touch off on the top. Right there. Then I'm going to grab a piece of telephone paper here. Only time I use a telephone book now. I cut them up and put it on the mill so I can touch off. Alright. Make sure I'm in gear. Yep, there we go. And I'm just going to crank up until I touch. Until I cut the paper. Oh, come on. Cranking it up slowly until I touch the paper. Right there. Alright, so we want to go 250 from there. Zero me down. And I'm going to go 100. And another 100. 200. And then 50. Okay, that's one. It should read 1 inch 250 across that now. Double check. One inch 245 about. All right, let's put the next one in and do the same thing. I'm going to tap that down. Tap that down so my parallel is tight. There. There. So now it's both parallel. Oh, that one's a little loose. There we go. One more. Now they're both tight. I'm going to try to take 250 all in one cut here. We'll see how it sounds. Not a problem. That was a 250 cut. Alright, so we got the first cut on it. I'll measure that one, make sure that it's not off track here. One inch 245. So I'm just gonna drop it. I'm just gonna drop the knee, the 5 thou. And then I'm going to take my parallels here. These are 250 thick. And what I'm going to do is wipe that out good first. Make sure there's chips in there. Since this parallel is 250 thousandths thick, I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. I'm not going to be clamping on much then, am I? Well, we'll see. We'll see. To burr the end of it. Doesn't go that way, it goes this way. Now I'm going to tap that down again. I'm not using my dead blow because I mill that off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So now we should be taking a 250 thousandths cut across here. Means that parallel is under there. Should be 1 inch. One inch and 3 thou. 1 inch and 3 thou. Very good. Next, deburr the end. Just knock the burr off of the end of it. Okay. Drop that in there. Up with the fill mill. Clamp it. There you go. Alright. One inch. So now we'll take 250 off of each side here, and we will have our 1-inch square. So I'm going to take the 250 or the parallels out of there for a second, and I'll clean this up. Now, with the parallel sitting on the bottom, without the other parallel underneath, it's 250 that will be taken. So we'll just go ahead and clamp that up. I could actually clamp them both up. I think I will. Just like that. Make sure the parallel is under the high spot of the radius and not the, although I don't think it, well yeah, it wouldn't be able to get to anywhere where it would sit at an angle. And we'll come over here, we'll come in the end, pushing toward the solid jaw. Tipping you over here. We're going to take a 250 cut. And we're going to be pushing against the solid jaw. Should be 1-inch 250 across there now. 1-inch 250. Now this time I can't put this parallel underneath. It won't fit. So I'll have to crank it up to 250, but that's okay. Run the file over it quick here. Just knocking off the hanging burrs, not filing a chamfer or anything. Just drop that one in. Would have been easier if I would have had some square stock, but I didn't have any. Didn't have any. I'll have some here in a minute. Crank up 250 from here. So we got 100, 200, and 50. And here we go again. This was hard brass too, it's not soft brass, so. One inch. Perfect. Alright, so now I'll mill the lengths, which are, or did I already mill these lengths? 1 inch, 880. Nope. So I need to mill the lengths yet. So I'll set up and mill the lengths, and then I'll set up and drill and bore a hole through, and then I need to get the glass tube and bore the glass tube hole on the one side, which is a diameter of 785, the way it looks. So I'm going to cut away here while I get ready to, I'll set it like that to bore the hole, and then from there we'll go over to the lathe again. You know, maybe I should go to the lathe first. Since I got the forge on there, I think I will. I'll go over to the lathe first and do I'll do this, the power cylinder where the power piston fits in, and then I'll come back to the mill and do the, oh, plus it does show it turned cylindrical around here. I'm almost thinking that I'm not going to. Oh, you know what? I still have to mill this down further. I got it at 1 inch, and the cross members are, it has to be the same width as the cross members, as these cross members, and they are at 980. So I have to take off another 20 thou. No big deal. I'll just take another 20 thou off them. But then, like I say, on the, it shows that it's turned to a cylindrical, and I want all the material I can get there on these fins. So I'm not going to turn them cylindrical. I'm going to leave them square, you know, because it shows them turned in a cylinder. But the more material you got there, the better cooling you'll have. So in my thoughts, why not just leave them alone, and that way you'll have a little bit. I mean, it ain't much, but it's every little bit it would help. On a Stirling engine, you want that. You want to get as much cooling surface that you can, so that it will cool on the power piston or the power cylinder. So I'm debating whether I want to do that or not. I'm thinking yes. I'm going to go model it up. I'm going to go model it up and see what it looks like in the model, leaving it square, and then I'll decide. So I will be back. Okay, I'm over on the lathe. I'm going to put the block in the forge jaw, and what I'm going to do is bore the hole for the glass tube, and put the hole all the way through, then flip it 180, and then single point the threads in there that I want. I don't want to make marks on the side, so I'm going to put I'm going to use some of my old business cards. So I'm just going to take and find a use of them, see? I'm just going to fold them in half, so it's a double thickness, and I'm going to stick it in here I'll loosen this one up. I don't have it dialed in yet anyway. Stick that in there. Flip it 180. Take and pull another one in half. Basically just cardstock. But I've got these old business cards, I don't need them anymore. Alright. I need to have room to get my indicator on though. Okay, dummy. So I definitely got to push this in. I got it sticking out so that there's a little ledge to put my indicator on. Can't have the cardstock sticking on that. Gotta leave that free and clear. Okay, so now we'll see where we're at. I hadn't moved it from when we did, what did we turn on that? Oh, the top piece, top mount for the top rotor, so. And that's the same, it was the same diameter or same width, so it should be pretty close. Let's move this up a little bit. And lock that down. Bring that on here. Now we want to find the low spot. Okay, what's going on? Oh, I'm way off center. Try to get it close to center. If you don't get it close enough to center, you're not gonna, it has to be fairly close. It doesn't have to be right on. Okay, 0 there. Flip it 180. My wrist hurts yet from when I took the spill on my truck yet. Ah, needle stuck. All right, so we're not close then. Gotta go down, so I'm going to tighten this one up a little bit. And then I'm going to pull this up so we don't have so much travel on the indicator taken up. Okay, 0. Now are you seeing? You're not even seeing. Let's see if I can raise you up and go down the indicator a little bit. Now, I don't know if you can see it from the glare or not, but we're at 0 there. Back out, turn it 180, then come back in, and we're not touching yet. It's still got to come this way, so I can loosen this side up a little bit. And back out. Flip it around, tighten this up a little more, and I'm going to come in. Might have went too far now. There. Okay, so we are 6, we want to get to the, we're going to try to crush that down to the 3. There's 4, there's 3.5. Tighten her up pretty tight now. There's 0 right there. You can see the low spot is 0. back out. And this side should be close to 0. Right on. All right, so we want that hole in the center of this, so we want it the same distance from this bottom up. So if I swing around here and come onto this ledge, we want a 0 there too. And right now it is, so I need to tighten up and move it up. So don't bang my indicator. So tighten this one up a little bit. See where we're at now. Doesn't have to be exact, but it'd be nice if it was. We're 1.5 thou, just a little more. Pretty tight now. Oh yeah, there we go. 0. There's 0 there. So, one other thing I want to check before I start on that is I want to set it like that and go across this to make sure that I am straight. And I'll need a mag base for that. For my indicator, I'm looking for it. I have a little one, a Mighty Mag. And I usually stick it on the side of the cabinet, which I'm not seeing right now. Huh. Oh, here it is. A little Mighty Mag, and we can stick that on there. Stick this in here. I'll try to keep the indicator up in the air so you can see. Move this out of the way. Tailstock back. And come in here. And set that at 0. Oh man, my wrist hurts. Right here. About 1/2 thou from this side to that side. Close enough. That should be close enough. So now we are ready. We are ready to poke the hole through there. It's tightened up in there. So look at my drawing. Find my drawing here. Can't remember what. And whatever the diameter going through there, I'm just going to put threads in there. I don't care what size it is. I'm going to make the mating part, so it'll be bastard threads, what they call bastard threads, because basically it's a diameter, and then I go the thread depth of that diameter, and I'm going to make it a fine pitch. I'll probably go a 32 pitch. It's a 730 diameter. I could go out to a 750 and put a standard thread in there. Actually, no, wait a minute. What is a 3/4? Let me grab my book. Because I don't know any of those off the top of my head. I'm gonna grab my book and look up the 3/4 pitch, or 3/4 fine thread, minor diameter. I'll be back.